Y'all, you're fated to marry a King of Pentacles or a Queen of Pentacles. At this point, it's a Leo here, but they're dangerous. Okay, this Leo's dangerous. They're very dangerous. And you want to know why? Because they're going to have you doing this. They're going to have you acting out of character. Going out with them to the club, popping bottles, dancing, celebrating, dancing the night away. For some of you, it could even be intimacy. Feel like you keep to yourself. Because essentially what I get for this group of Capricorns, you've gotten used to being single. You've gotten used to your isolation, to being alone. And so it's like this Leo is brought into the picture to shake things up. Washing over you, okay? Round and round. Yeah, they're in that UFO. They're in that saucer that goes round and round. There are aliens here washing over y'all. Like, that's what they show me. This witch mixing something up in their cauldron. Hello, Capricorn. How are you? Welcome back to the channel. Stars Anxiety here. If you're new, make sure to subscribe and join the soul tribe. We have a read for you guys, okay? This is whatever comes up. It is a general read, so take what resonates and leave what doesn't behind. Crosswatchers, you are welcome. This message is also timeless. I want to thank everyone for all the support, and with all that out of the way, we're going to get started. Thank you so much, angels, ancestors, spirit guides, universe, galactic beings, ancient ancestors, elders. And guide us in this read for my Capricorns, what messages you have for us. Truly grateful for your divine guidance and celestial light. So Capricorn, I don't know why, but they were literally showing me a witch. Like, they were showing me this scene out of some type of movie or something. They showed me a witch with green skin, and she had this cauldron, this big black cauldron, and she was mixing the stuff inside with the end of her broom. Like, you know how witches have brooms? Like, that's what they show me, this witch mixing something up in their cauldron. I don't know what that's supposed to be. Here we have Mars diagonal on the side. Diagonal reverse on the side. So Mars retrograde, Mars getting ready to station direct. Towerful Emperor in reverse. And on the side we have Virgo diagonal upright. So here we have Mercury getting ready to station direct and transit. The Hermit upright and on the side Virgo energy. And then we have number 12 here. It's also diagonal upright. So the Hangman on the side and upright. Pisces, Neptune getting ready to station direct and Neptune in transit. So let's see here, Capricorn. What's going on? We have the Seven of Wands at the bottom. The Queen of Pentacles. Almost feels to me like you're having to put up a fight here. With a person, place, or situation, you're having to defend yourself here. Almost as if something is not what it seems. I feel, Capricorn, here you're moving into the future. I don't know why, Capricorn. I feel like maybe you're not able to see the future. Maybe the Most High is blocking you from seeing certain parts of your future. It's something here that you're fated to marry a King of Pentacles or a Queen of Pentacles. At this point, this is what I'm getting. And I feel here that everything that happens next is to set you up for this. Like, basically what I get, Capricorn, is God has a certain timeline that he wants to play out at this point. And so he wants to see a good portion of y'all married. This is what I'm getting. He has been eager for this to happen. So are the angels. They have been eager for this to occur. So you're going to get married to a very powerful King or Queen of Pentacles. And it's been in the process for quite some time now. But I do feel you have fought hard for what you have today. We have the Two of Wands, diagonal upright. Seven of Pentacles. The Knight of Wands. And the Two of Pentacles. Strength. The Lovers, the Five of Swords also want to come out, and the Seven of Swords. Oh my goodness. Look. You gotta be careful. Why? I'm trying to figure out why my camera, why am I having these issues? How come I can't get in frame? You know, what's going on? Bear with me, y'all. No, that's not what I wanted. Well, it's what I want, but I want it to be more. There we go. Okay. Now we're talking, because the cards were not showing. I want you guys to be able to see the cards. Yeah. I should not be having these issues. Only when I go live. Okay, here we go. Look. Y'all really need to be careful with a Leo. You really need to love you. You gotta watch yourself. It's a Leo here, but they're dangerous. Okay, this Leo's dangerous. They're very dangerous. And you want to know why? Because they're going to have you doing this. They're going to have you acting out of character. Going out with them to the club, popping bottles, dancing, celebrating, dancing the night away. For some of you, it could even be intimacy. Okay, that they're going to be out here trying to, you know, insinuate with you. But this Leo is very nonchalant, no strings attached. This who's coming into your life soon. This Knight of Wands, Two of Pentacles, Seven of Pentacles, love. You know what I'm really getting with this? A Leo is not the one for you. They're there for a good time, but not a long time. That's not to say anything. You know, that's not to throw shade at Leos or anything. Because I'm a Leo myself. Leo, Sun, Aries, Moon, Capricorn rising. But some of us Leos, you really gotta wash out. Because they know how to lure people in. Right? They're very intriguing. They know how to be mysterious, but intriguing at the same time. They know how to, right? Especially if this is an F boy or an F girl. The Seven of Pentacles, Two of Pentacles, Two of Wands, the diagonal upright, and then the Judgment. Capricorn, I feel like you have to make a big decision here. What do you want to do when it comes to love? What is it that you're wanting? Two of Cups. Do you want a relationship? Do you just want nookie? Do you want to just be on your own? Is this energy here of God is trying to direct it in this direction? He wants you to be in love and be settled down and married, but he can't force you to do anything, you know? He can't force you to do anything. I feel like the time is coming where a decision will have to be made, but you have been single for far too long. The Tower, Nine of Pentacles. You have been single for far too long, and I almost feel here that it's like, I think what's happening here is that human bonding, interaction is so important for your soul growth this lifetime. I feel like you keep to yourself. You keep to yourself. You like your personal space. You're very happy with it. You tend to be, maybe not all of you, but quite a few of you are like a loner, right? You do your own thing. You don't really vibe with the crowd. You could have been like the black sheep of your family. You could have always been spiritual growing up and whatnot. Always knew you had these gifts, these abilities. And I'm seeing here that in previous relationships, it was always like this weird thing where you weren't being fully appreciated, excuse me. But you know what? Sometimes we have to be honest. If we're with someone that isn't appreciating us, perhaps it's also because we're not appreciating ourselves. And maybe that's a lesson. Maybe that's something that's mirroring back to us. So maybe now it's like you went through that lesson, you went through that hardship, and now it's like you're ready to have union. But I feel like something that's so important for you, and this is what I'm trying to get to, is a relationship for your soul. A request from your soul, Capricorn, is essentially what I'm getting here. For you to be settled down and perhaps purchasing some type of property as well. There's something here about an Aquarius or a Scorpio. Someone could have a crush on a personal trainer or something. That's not going to be for everybody. Or you could be a personal trainer yourself, or you're getting your license. Your license, excuse me. Let's look over here at this deck. Certification, etc., etc. All that good stuff. Let's see here. What do you have for my Capricorns? Because I feel here is like you choose from here on out. It's like it's almost as if God is saying you get to choose your love experience. What do you wish to experience? Do you want to be single and alone? Do you want somebody that you're going to have a fling with and mess around with? Or someone that's, you know, you're going to go on play dates with, you're going to go to a club and pop bottles, dance the night away? Or do you want marriage? Do you want union? This is what God is wanting for you. But like I said, he can't, you know, he can't force you to do nothing. So what do you have to say about this? Page of Michael on the side. Truthful, perceptive, analytical, blunt. An exciting new challenge. You have what it takes to succeed. Review contracts or documents very thoroughly. And then we have Strength, Archangel Ariel. Strength and grace through kindness, self-confidence, forgiveness. This is that Leo energy. So I feel like even if you do decide to deal with this Leo and deal with the roller coaster ride, it's like God will still support you. It will still be a learning experience. Two of Raphael, two hearts dedicated to creating something wonderful. Kindred spirits, don't give up on those you love. And then we have 10 of Ariel. There's so very much to be grateful for. Financial success and the promise of retirement, a rich and rewarding family life. Capricorn, here's the thing. Some of you may want this Leo that comes into your life, right? But you have to accept that it may not start off traditional. Like, it may be very primal, and that's something you have to bear in mind. The other person is a Capricorn like yourself or a Taurus. No, they're either a Capricorn or a Virgo. Primarily Virgo. Page of Raphael. Gentle, loving, dreamy for Raphael. King of Ariel, there they are. That's the King of Pentacles. Successful, stable, accomplished, and powerful. Your plans are working out very well. Professional, financial success, using resources wisely. This is a young Virgo, y'all. The Ace of Ariel. Yep, there goes my reminder notification. This is a young Virgo. There's an age gap here. And this is who God wants you to marry. God wants you to marry this Virgo. He's setting up things so that the two of you get together. But this Leo is also coming into the picture. Look, 9 of Michael. You know what I'm getting? You've been out of it for months, or like, I don't know. Sometimes God works in mysterious ways. He does. People don't like hearing this, but sometimes we do have to bust it down with someone. You know, sometimes that's our training. You know, sometimes that's being done to prepare us for when we do have the real, you know, husband or wife. I don't know. It could be different for everybody. If you were nun or monk in your past life, it could be this life. God wants you to get your, I don't know. I'm not even gonna, because for some of you, I feel like, why am I saying this? I feel like this Leo is somebody that is there to like prepare you, you know, to prepare you, like, because essentially what I get for this group of Capricorns, you've gotten used to being single. Like, you've gotten used to your isolation, to being alone. And so it's like this Leo is brought into the picture to shake things up, to get you used to the idea of somebody being there, you know, to having to move your schedule around and compromise Because when we're in a relationship, we do have to compromise and whatnot. Three of Michael. Release the past. You will grow from this situation. 10 of Raphael. Love and blessings fill your life. Harmonious relationships with family members. Happily ever after. Your family didn't want you to get married. Somebody's family here did not want them to get married or ever run off into the sunset and live a happily ever after. Is somebody's family here. If it's not your family, it could be somebody in the town or in the village that was targeting you. Or they could have put a curse on you since you were a baby to make sure that you remain single, you know? But the curtain call, the show's over. You see how she's bowing? You see that the show's over. You know, sorry. At the end of the day, God is going to do his thing. Look how these two unicorns are coming together. You figure unicorns are so rare. They're so elusive. You know, they're just these magical creatures that are very rare to find in the forest. Like, look at this. Two unicorns finally meeting. Like, that's what you're going to feel when you meet this Virgo energy, this young Virgo. Like, you're going to feel like, wow, like, this really is my person. You know, like, that's what you're going to feel, Capricorn. You're going to have this strong desire to settle down, to be married. You gave up on love, but you see, love didn't give up on you. That's it right there. Crossroads, faced with choices. The Star. What else for my Capricorns? Between worlds and surviving. Oh, hold on for a little bit longer, Capricorn. Hold on for a bit longer because you're in transition. You're in between worlds. Things are getting ready to change. You just have a little bit longer. You're right there. I really feel like June is the month where the SHIT hits the fan in a good way. And this is where the shifts come for you, alien. Yeah, you have aliens washing over you. Okay. Round and round. Yeah, they're in that UFO. They're in that saucer that goes round and round. There are aliens here washing over y'all. Rare gift, but you got to be careful because you have a choice of who you work with. You know, as we move into the future, and these aliens and these different spirits and principalities, you know, as all these different beings start to make themselves known to humanity, it's like you really got to think who you're going to work with, because everybody's going to be wanting to work and collaborate with everybody. So it's like, really think this throughly, you know? These aliens may leave something on your doorstep or on your windowsill, but just be very, you know, be cautious. Be cautious. Always be cautious. Always test the spirits. Here you have the world and the single life. Yeah, I mean, if you want to be single for life, you can live that. You know, until you leave this world. You can completely do that. But love, I just feel like God's going to do something. Yeah, lightning, isolation. You see, God don't want you by yourself. God doesn't want you alone anymore. He feels like you have spent many nights crying by yourself. Crying yourself to sleep, wondering when you're going to have love. When you're going to find your person. He also feels like you're bored. Okay, this is somebody's read. God feels like you're bored, sweetie. You know, love, sir, miss, madam, whoever you are, like, God feels like you're bored. You're over it. You know, you need some excitement, a rush, a thrill. You know, somebody that's going to grab your hand and take you dancing. Anything else? Anything else? Stepping stone. And be flexible with this journey, y'all. Fluidity. Be flexible. Be open. Don't lock yourself away, you know. It's good to deal with heartbreak and to heal, but we heal so that we're better for the next time. We heal so that we attract something that is now that vibration, that frequency, right? We don't heal to just close ourselves off and be isolated for life and, you know, locked away somewhere. Purpose, doing the soul work. Yeah, you've done the work. And this is what you're calling in. This is what you're manifesting. You're manifesting this Leo player and then this young Virgo who's going to be the one for you. And they will make you happy. You know, either which way, they both will make you happy. Your love journey is not finished yet. So that's your read, and I wish you much love and light. Take care.